Greetings, my excellent friends. The air conditioner is off right now. Can we do 5 minutes before I have to turn it back on? Summer is over. It's just... This is a small box. So I think we're heading into the final pushes of Act 2. I don't fully know how this is going to take shape, but my understanding is that we just freed an angel lady who just flew at moonrise. So that's probably going to affect some things, and that the time for subtlety has perhaps passed, and we're going to be attacking, especially if Ketheric is no longer immortal. I don't actually know where we're supposed to go. Like, do we go back to Jaheira now, and regroup there, or are we following the flying? Like, she didn't really... Did she say what the plan was? She just flew away. She just sort of flew away. I don't even know who she is. Like, okay, she's the Night Song. I think she's a... Did the term Asimar get thrown around? Like, she's celestial. She's a celestial something. And she's related to Selûne. And, like... If the Shah test involved killing her... Like, on one hand, she was part of the Shah test, but on the other hand... Ketheric has, like, been using her as an immortality battery. I don't know how that works, but I'm assuming that she is someone who is maybe not big on plans. Well, I mean, she's big on a lot of other things. But yeah, she didn't really stick around for a lore dump. We got a bit about Shadowheart getting a weapon, and it looked like she was going to get to choose it, but then that didn't happen. She was just like, we just got the quest reward. Then she flew away. Okay. Like, it occurred to me over the last 24 hours of contemplating this stream, like, I don't really fully know what the fuck just happened. Right. It's just it's not a divine thing. It's just I'm going off to attack the guy that fucked me up. Now I believe, and this is partially meta knowledge from what Blue Moon mentioned, that once you do this, Moonrise Towers goes hostile for whatever reason. So presumably the reason being they're under attack. There are still more places that we need to uncover there. So it seems to be... No, not really. It makes sense to a degree. Although I guess... Because I was saying, I'm thinking, like, it seems to be that you can't avoid conflict with Ketheric the way you can avoid conflict with the goblins by siding with them. But, like, we were given dialogue to the tune of allowing Balthazar to take her. I'm wondering how far you can take that, because, like, obviously if you do, you'll end up in conflict with Jaheira, and that just sounds depressing. But... I don't know how far the evil path goes. But I wonder if you can make nice with... Someone said there were 3 places to fight Balthazar. If this is place number 2...
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Then, yeah, I guess you can make nice with him here. Balthazar has become more wicked as he is now defying gravity. He even looks like he's, you know, doing a dramatic theatrical gesture with his hand there. I will fight, defying gravity. So I actually cannot go back up there to loot them.
Come on, let's go.
Surprise, surprise, look who can.
Up to.
Greenfield.
At least things have stayed interesting.
I assume we can't rest here. No. Okay. I don't, that's weird that that button can't be pressed, but this one can, and that's inconsistent.
I defied Lady Shah. She won't stand for this. We can talk later. I need to get out of here first.
So, Shadowheart stood up to the Dark Lady. I'm almost impressed.
Ketheric's waiting for us. Can only imagine the beating that angel is preparing for him. Thanks to Shadowheart's good sense, we've got a chance at beating him.
What can I do for you, my friend?
Actually, bucket list item here. Can we kiss in the Shadowfell?
What's on your mind? Go on. Oh, yes.
Yes, we can. Not a very long one, but that's probably good under the circumstances.
Lovely.
While wearing Shah armor. Yes. Let's get the fuck out through the space anus.
Lady, forgive me.
Why are you on your ass?
Shadowheart, what happened? You were missing for a moment.
I thought I was done for. I thought perhaps I might have been dead. This is all like some sort of terrible dream. But it's real, isn't it? I stood before the night song. I heard Lady Shah's words. And I failed her. Worse than failed her, I defied her. Just because of what that Asimar said. I tried to leave, but Shah blocked me. Punished me for failing her. I thought I knew the limit of pain that the incurable wound could inflict, but I had no idea. It felt like I was suffering the agony of 1,000 people all at once. My blood was boiling, my hair was on fire. I thought I'd claw my own face off with the pain. But then she released me. Banished me, more like. She said I was an outcast. That all of her children would know me and revile me.
Shadowheart looks distraught, abandoned by her goddess and all former allies. And as for her divine magic, admitting who empowers her now may break her spirit for good.
I'm alone is the part of the line that was cut off there. So are you telling me that all of that pain and torture and trauma happened in the 2 seconds it took the rest of us to pass through the space anus? Shut up. Wow, on number 4 there. I never thought you'd actually defy Shah what was going through your head. There are better ways to ask her, like, what led her to the decision, but realistically, what led her to the decision was me saying, hey, do this, do this, do this. So just... This is a very douchey thing to say after we did the roll. If it's any consolation, I think you did the right thing.
You're lucky to have such confidence. Me. I think the full price of what I've done has yet to reveal itself. I'm a target to Lady Shah's followers now. Night Song promised she'd tell me something about myself. I need to speak with her as soon as I can. What she said to me back in the Shadowfell about the wolves, that's no coincidence. She took flight to hunt down Ketheric Thorm. All I can do is help hasten his demise, and hope that answers soon follow.
Shar fucking sucks. Almost anyone would be trading up. Blue Moon, is that a Lolth-shaped almost right there? I'm trying to think of other gods. Like, there are plenty of D&D gods that are, like, bad people. Like, Baal, probably not worth your time either. But from what I can tell, not all of the supposed evil-aligned gods are terrible deals. Some of them are actually, like, comparatively alright. Maybe not for the moral code they behold you to, but it just in terms of, like, how it all works out. The more freedom-aligned evil tends to be okay on a personal level if it does make you an asshole to others. But Shar is not good, no. Asking her what was going through your head makes more sense when you're not interfering with her choice yourself. Aaron, you're asking about what? Oh yes. Yes, I've never played Project Zomboid, but Aaron is starting a dedicated server. And in the back of my head I'm like, that might be fun. But I know nothing about it, except that it's a zoomed-out 2D little game where you die very easily. Safe houses allow the player to respawn if they die, and prevents their items from being stolen. However, you need to survive a certain amount of time in-game before you can get one. Is 14 days too long? I don't know how long a day translates to in real playtime. I think my answer would be playtime. I think also it's like, if somebody dies on day 13 and has to start from dead solid scratch, I think that would be very, very annoying. But the same thing would happen if you lowered it to half. People who died on day 6 would be just as pissed, because it's a relative thing, isn't it? I watched a video about that game once, about how, you know, it can be very exhilarating, and part of it is accepting that you will lose everything, especially when you start. So I think, as frustrating as it might be, you probably don't want to rob that from the people playing, that process of, like, your first few goes being about learning how it works enough to keep going. And I say that as somebody who cheats his way through Hitman Freelancer, but that's single player, you know? I think if it is too long, I won't be able to tell you that for sure. But if it's fast enough that people can get there on their first go and never know what it's like to start again in a game that's supposed to be about that, I think you've probably made an error. Which is hard for me to say, since I'm somebody who absolutely likes to skip challenges. But if that was your first instinct, you should probably keep it where it is, unless everybody turns around and starts bitching at you. Then you might consider making it simpler for the sake of quieting bitches. Shar has active disdain for her followers, revels in cast them aside. She's the goddess of nihilism. Because if her followers cared about anything else, they might stop caring about her. Yeah, it's like... I have a, shall we say, suspended disbelief sort of, enjoyment of the sort of honor among thieves, loyal evil archetypes, where you have like a group of horrible fucking people, but who are never horrible to each other. And so any like religious, any god in D&D that is evil aligned, if I were playing an evil aligned character, I would gravitate towards the ones who preach that, who preach the idea of, you know, fuck with everybody except us, all you like, but we do actually value each other. Very fuck you got mine, but still. Yeah, Aaron, the video I watched talked about how eventually you get to a point where you have that good run, possibly with other people, and you end up making this giant safe spot, and you're self-sustaining, and from there, the game becomes less challenging, and the fun sort of peters out as you reach that point of true stability. You don't want that to come too early. You want that to feel really good, to be something that you've earned after a very long time of playing with folks and slowly getting better. So. Anyway. The Night Song took flight to hunt down Ketheric Thorn. All Shadowheart can do is help hasten his demise, and hope that answers soon follow. How are you feeling?
Do you really need to ask? I'm sorry. I have a lot on my mind.
And, well...
The shadow fell. Night Song. I can think of little else.
I will point out, Aaron, that for someone who doesn't want spoilers, you probably shouldn't be asking me about this while I'm doing heavy character moment right at the end of a major turning point at the end of the fucking second third of the game. But if you can la not listening it. Also, get Chris to talk to me. He still fucking hasn't. It's not a dramatic thing. Specifically, Aaron and I had an idea. Well, I had an idea that Aaron drew out of me. That needs to be run by someone else. And I sent them a hello with, hey, do you want to talk about this thing? And it's been 2 days and it's, nope, no response. Which doesn't mean that he's not interested. It just means that he's been busy with Final Fantasy VII. Yeah. Why does the Night Song know about your fear of wolves? That's strange. Mind reading? Or perhaps she's just a dedicated research team at her disposal.
That's not the first time you've made such a leap. But perhaps there's more to it than I know, or would care to admit.
You called yourself a plurality? If he's online and playing FF, then he won't be answering. Well, those are the only two statuses I've seen him in. Offline and online playing Final Fantasy. So I guess I'll just put it on hold for however many weeks it takes him to get Aerith killed. I don't actually know if that happens at the end of the game or not. I have no fucking... No, I have no... I'm not switched on to Rebirth at all. I assume. However long it takes him to put that sword through that woman, then we can talk about it. Anyway. Nightsong will be able to give you answers when the time comes.
The sooner I speak to Nightsong, the sooner I'll know what the future holds for me. Assuming I have a future at all.
Of course you do. No video game would kill off a party member midway through unless, you know, the player consented. Which is a thing you can do in this game. At any point I could just pick somebody and turn them into chunks. But... no game's gonna do that. This isn't 1997. There's some other things I wanted to talk to you about.
I'm sorry. It might be best kept until later. I'd be a poor counsel and worse company just now.
No, Aaron. Go with your original spelling. You're trying to make them all right. Anyway, Shadowheart's having a bit of a sad, and you know what? I do not blame her.
You wanted something?
Do you need a hug?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I hate seeing Shadowheart suffer like this. All for doing the right thing. It's up to us to look after her now. If she needs a rest, we carry her. If she needs a hand, she has ours. If she needs ears, we've got 4 between us. Whatever she needs.
Everyone needs a friend like this.
I suppose it was only a matter of time until Shah took vengeance. For the Lady of Loss, she does not like losing.
No, the loss part is for her followers. Speaking of loss, Astarion, you're dealing with quite a bit of blood loss at the moment, Mr. 28 out of 66 HP. I think we should go to sleep. We're going to sleep, fuck anything up. What do our quests actually say? Alright, we've found Ketheric's Thorn Relic. We've freed the Nightsong. She flew across the lands to the Moonrise Towers, where she intends to just go beat up Ketheric. We need to assault Moonrise. Daughter of Darkness, we need to learn about Shadowheart's past from Dame Aelin, which is the Nightsong's actual name, though Shadowheart doesn't seem to be using it. And we've completed the Chosen of Shar, having turned her away from Shar. I do wonder how different it is if you let her kill the Nightsong, because like not just like Shadowheart obviously will have a very different journey, right? And I'm getting that impression that maybe not with all 6 of these characters, but a few of them are going to have pretty solid turning points. Like I have no doubt eventually Gale will have the opportunity to blow himself up, but I have also no doubt that we'll be able to influence whether he does it or not. That's a very extreme one, because if he blows himself up, that's just he's gone, he's atoms. But in Shadowheart's case, yeah, I imagine that the Shah loyalist version and the Shah outcast version is going to be very fucking different for Act 3. Who else would have a big shift? Lae'zel, I imagine that we could have had her stay pro-Vlaakith. Her and Shadowheart are basically the same person. They've both got this whole, break from the god as an option thing. Nightsong dying has huge immediate consequence. Yeah, because that's the thing. There seems to be 3 outcomes there, because you can send her off with Balthazar. I don't know how that works with Shadowheart present. You might lose Shadowheart to take that option, but I'm sure you can still do it, because you're not obliged to have Shadowheart with you. And then there's kill the Nightsong, or let Shadowheart kill the Nightsong. Those are 3 very different versions. I imagine killing the Nightsong is also just as hostile to Moonrise as freeing her, even though it's much less kind. Will, I think the main difference is already long past, and it's like he's not going to be a half devil if you do if you actually let him follow through on Karlach's demise. I have seen that. He goes the whole game just as human if you're willing to kill Karlach for it, so I don't think I'll ever say that. But Karlach, I don't think, has any major divisions that I can anticipate. I guess she's been told that she needs to go back to Hell or die, so her biggest choice is whether she stays here and dies or goes back. But that seems like the sort of thing that happens after the end, rather than something that happens in the middle and then creates 2 very different versions of the character. You know what I mean? Like an ending decision is one thing, but choosing whether to break from your god or not in the middle of the game is far more different. Astarion, I don't think, will have a big choice until we reach Cazador. But my assumption is it's going to have something to do with Cazador's, because we had a line where we were like, hey, you might want that power. So his choice is going to probably be, like, do we kill Cazador and walk away, or does Astarion try and take that power up for himself? Depending on when that happens, that could be a divisive thing. And as for Will, the horns might just be a visual thing, but I don't know where his quest is going to go, because he's got two aspects to it. He's got whatever the hell his relationship with his dad's going to be, and then we've also got Zariel. It's almost like the writers looked at the real world and wondered how do you talk extreme... Yeah, it's interesting. They seem very focused on that plotline, because 2 out of 6 companions have that exact thing going on, right? But even to a lesser extent, the others all have these, like... They all seem to have, like, masters, in a way. That they're in various degrees of breaking from. Like, thematically, and this relates, too, to the whole Mind Flayer transformation thing. Like, it all adds up. Every companion's quest seems to be designed to complement that primary plotline in some way, which is very clever. Lae'zel and Shadowheart is very clear with the whole... They've got a god that they have to worship in different ways. Shar is more traditional. Vlaakith is an actual, like, being that's physically there, but still is treated like a god, like a cult queen, basically. Gale has Mistra and his issues. Astarion has Cazador. Karlach has Zariel. Will has Mizora. Yeah, they all have like an oppressive master figure. The only one who doesn't really is us, and that's because we don't have a built-in backstory. But I imagine the Dark Urge's built-in backstory is similar. I mean, if it's what I think it is. I don't know, but my guess on Dark Urge is that it's a Ballspawn story, and that is very much the exact same fucking problem as everybody else. Anyway, we should sleep. I think we can afford to sleep. Can we afford to sleep? Stop me if I can't afford to sleep, but I highly doubt they would punish you for sleeping right now. Did I do her? Well, I mean, she didn't put that offer on the table, but she's free. She flew off to Ketherek. Which, to be fair, probably is pretty urgent, but I've got a half-dead vampire boy here. I don't want to send him to assault Moonrise Towers. And look at all these spell slots I don't have.
No time to dally.
Well, actually, Shadowheart's doing okay. She's just missing the rank 5.
All right.
I'm not.
What now?
Thank you, Grefter.
Shadowheart suffers. You might be surprised, but it pains me to see. Now, what would you ask of me?
You might be surprised that I am capable of empathy.
One day I'll catch a break.
Shar called Shadowheart nothing. But I know better than that. She is something. She is worthy. She is strong. She is Shadowheart. Nothing can take the her from her. Not even a goddess.
Uh-huh.
Well met.
Hey, you.
What am I to do?
Not really. I mean, yeah, she could get the level 5 back,
Have
and
a
I could
lot
get the
on
level
my
3
mind.
back, but
And, well,
I'd still be
in
missing
it.
2 level 4 slots, right? Like, the necklace doesn't perpetuity, like, it runs out.
You wanted something? I'm sorry.
But anyway, 3,000 camp
Moving
supplies
in.
says you don't need to worry about that.
Poor Shadowheart. The gods are nothing if not vindictive in their vengeance.
Don't let Mr. catch you saying that. Why not? He wants me to
Go
kill
ahead.
myself.
I'm...
Fair enough.
Hello, my dear.
I still think that he makes it sound like we're dating. We're not dating. Okay, are we ready for Minthara to say something silly at us again? Here. Now you won't hear it. And I won't hear it. Unless she says something relevant, and then I can turn it back on. Bullshit again. You have anything to say about Shadowheart? No, she doesn't. I'm just gonna stop talking to her. It's quite sad. At least it's the same line every time. If she was like cycling through a whole bunch of late game stuff. I'm just making no comments. Giving it no thought. And neither shall you. We blew Gale up the first moment we could, but it wasn't actually that impressive. There's no big cutscene. You don't get to see all the fireworks. It just gives you a game over screen with an undercurrent of "you're an idiot."
Shah's ire has shaken Shadowheart. And yet she goes on. There is untold strength there, I feel.
It's definitely deliberate that they put him up there. It's just weird that they didn't put him with Thaniel. Gale doesn't care much about dying because he's a... That's true, yeah. It's an odd way to be when you know that the afterlife... Like, that is something to try and remember when you put your brain into a D&D character's shoes. It's like, death isn't what it is for us. It could be if... Like, that's why I don't understand devil deals. Because, like, mathematically, you have the length of a natural life, tailored to your race. Obviously, if you're an elf, it's longer. But, and then, you have literal eternity in the place you go after. And you know you're going somewhere after, and you know you're going to be conscious for it. So who the hell would ever make a devil deal? How bad do things have to be to trade forever for a little while? Do you know how quick time goes by? You're not gonna be happy with your choice. It does not matter how badly you think you need it. Yeah, we never actually had that. I can't remember if the patch came through before I got Minthara, but as soon as I got Minthara, what happened is that Halsin left his position. Halsin was here, and he was with Thaniel in whatever the Halsin camp spot is in any given camp, and he stood where Minthara is standing. From what I understood, Halsin and Minthara previously were always in the same place.
Who are
exactly
you
together.
people?
But
And how did you come to have
following
so many friends?
this patch, I guess, and therefore my version, as soon as we recruited her, Halsin got chucked somewhere else, and in every single camp, he's in an obscure corner with no tent, but he's always in the same spot in each camp. So it has to be a deliberate choice they made to put him in specific locations. Maybe it's whoever you recruit second gets the tent, and the first one gets shunted, but yeah. It's good. It's arguably better to have him in his own spot so that they're not getting in each other's way. It's just very strange that Thaniel did not get tied to Halsin, because now we have Minthara hanging out with Nature Boy, and that doesn't seem right. Hello, Rizulka, how are you? Oh yeah, no, like, I understand that people do dumb things. I don't understand how you could possibly do something so self-destructive. In such a major way. But I say that as somebody whose first thought with most decisions is, how badly would doing this hurt me? Or how badly could doing this hurt me? And I refuse to make a decision unless I have a good idea of that. I don't like doing things that, you know, could inflict an untold amount of ugh. You played a weird game from the 90s? Oh, so you had a Resulka stream. Yeah, what happens if you go to the Emerald Grove with Minthara? Has anybody tried that? I'm not gonna. No, don't do that yet.
Hey-ho.
You can cast this.
Honk honk.
Why the hell doesn't it just automatically cast? Because there's only one person it
You
can be
can do
cast
it.
on.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Aid? Doobly doobly doo, there you go.
Let's move.
Do you feel better this morning? Can we talk yet?
You wanted something? I'm sorry.
Turns out one night's sleep
not
is not
over,
enough to reconcile a
true.
complete and total crisis of faith and abandonment of your Lord and Savior.
Well met.
I'm gonna face your 90s game fears and go to sleep. Did people not sleep in the 90s? So Shadowheart won't talk to us until the Night Song has been revisited, I guess. So, sensible thing to do is check in with the
There you
greatest
are.
lady in all the lands.
What's happening out there? Who was that streaking across the sky?
Oh, hello. Sorry, you started talking to me while I was loading. I was not prepared for this. Her name is Night Song. She's an immortal angel lady with a bomb-ass suit of armor and a rather scarred face, who had been trapped within the Shadow Fell.
An immortal. But it couldn't possibly be. Never mind. It doesn't matter. What matters is you have him in a corner. Jaheira and every fighting body in this place have gone to Moonrise Towers to face Ketherick down.
Oh,
She's waiting for you there.
Jaheira's done something.
End this. Now. We're all counting on you.
I didn't know this game was going to let her. I mean, she did fight when Marcus attacked. But, like, my number one complaint with Jaheira is that she did not immediately just fucking join the party and rush off into danger, because I don't care how old she's gotten. That is still something she would do. What do you mean you've never seen it? Did you never try to go back to Last Light after you freed the Night Song? Isabel, I swear to God. Get a fucking healing word, didn't you? I'm gonna give her one. I'm just gonna give her one. Every time I see her, I give her one. She's not going to Moonrise, I guess, so it's fine, but...
Take two.
Take two and call me in the morning.
No one stopped me yet.
Throw potions at her. Does that work, or does that put us in danger? Hang on.
Maybe I should. No. This is good.
What do you mean you could hurt someone? It's healing! Throw them at the ground near her and you won't hit her. That is such a stupid way to heal someone up. I love it.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Moon Maiden, protect and guide you.
You can actually heal multiple people.
Light on my feet.
That's weird. Can use yeah, so if Karlach were to throw a potion directly at someone's nose, would it hurt more than heal? I think it would. Damon is still here. Good God, everybody's all the way over there all of a sudden. So yeah, the tieflings are still here.
Whatever that light is, the Harpers and the Flaming Fists can deal with it. We'll follow once it's safe.
Wanky McDouche Gnome is still here.
Have a gander at the finest.
I say every lost soldier in this place has abandoned us. So much for duty.
I don't like the sky. It's too big, too empty. Whatever made that light isn't our friend. No chance.
I assume the fist went too?
That sounds perfect.
Yep. Not even taking care of Art Cullen anymore.
Any word on Thaniel? Is he alright? Is he safe?
Fuck, I never told you! Yeah, everything's good.
He is? Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I haven't been able to sleep, knowing he was trapped in that wretched place.
You need a towel.
Thank you for saving him when I couldn't. I can rest now. Finally.
Technically, you could have rested like 5 days ago. I just forgot to tell you that things were okay.
Thank you again. But I need to rest. The curse has left me weak.
Try not to die. Oh, hey, what are you doing walking around in the blood?
There you are. Unfortunately, ever since you arrived, things keep changing. I hate it. Would that I lived on an island, far away, all alone. Would that I lived on...
Fate spins along as it should.
Glad to see you again. I was afraid you'd get swallowed up by the shadows. Instead, you found us some cavalry. Very well done.
Thanks. Who are you again?
The end's in sight. I can feel it.
Zevlor's second, I think.
I'm glad it was you who walked through that door. Thank you.
Roland, you're not joining the attack on Moonrise Towers?
Last night's best bargain.
You're still here. Thought you'd be halfway to Moonrise and leading the Harper's charge on the tower. Go on. The day needs saving.
Can I get you anything?
I don't think I've ever seen Harpers move so fast. What in the hells is going down at Moonrise?
A rave.
You're still here.
Oh, hang on.
Don't be shy. Have a gander.
I hope all of this is coming to an end. We need a win. Badly.
Yeah, I guess she makes an impact because of the song scene, Alfira does, but she seems by and large a pretty minor character. She's getting interviewed. The Payday guy that I watch, Red Archer Live, has gotten very heavily into Baldur's Gate. He's actually just made an announcement saying, "Hey, I'm restructuring my channel to focus on other things as well as Payday because Payday is depressing me now."
Quiet.
And he's arranged an interview with Alfira's actress.
Half this place cleared out when the sky lit up. I'm staying put until I know what's what. I suggest you do the same.
That would make for a very boring video game, Leah.
Maybe the light is good news. Maybe not. Who knows with
Though
this
I do
place?
like those, and I haven't really ever played one, but I like the idea of those indie games that like cast you as a bit player around an adventure. You know, like there was ones where it's like, hey, you run an item shop for all of the people who are off killing monsters, or you're a quest giver. Like,
The light means that Ketherick will be gone soon, right? It is. I can tell by your face.
yes, this is my murder face.
Have a gander at the finest stock.
Once Ketherick is gone, we can get out of here. I can't wait. People just ran off and said nothing. Adults always do this.
And you will too one day.
I'll find out what's going on myself. Thank you very much.
Rest here for a while.
The sky looks so pretty with the light. Whoever it is must be good. They must be. When it's quiet, I'm gonna follow the light. But I'll be safe, I promise.
Right, yeah, because you know exactly how to stay safe in the fucking wilderness. That's what tieflings are good at. That's why I never had to rescue any of you once. Oh wait, hang on!
Whoever or whatever is causing that light is on our side. I have no doubt. The light. It's happening. Ketherick is about to get a long overdue ass-kicking. I can feel it.
Yes?
Not a lot to say about the goings-on then, Barkus.
Too much. You had something to do with the light, right? I knew it. This is the end for Ketherick. Stuck up while you can.
I probably should have traded with Barkus, actually. Sell wares. Oh, fuck off. Well then how many? Right, but why does this mean I have to figure it out? Okay, there we go. 1,700 worth of wares. And he has 1,200. So let's not do the robe. Now it's 1090. Are other people's wares involved? No.
Don't burn yourself.
There's hers.
Pleasure doing business with you. Premium trinkets and doodahs.
I could have tried any shop that isn't run by a smaller... Why? Why would I not want to give
I'm sure you would.
business to the young enterprising citizen that he is?
Hey, good looking.
He had a cloud
You're
giant
done right.
strength elixir.
Bargains right here.
All right, let's take a look.
My store's always open to you. Just make sure you give Ketherick a few knocks for me, yeah?
$27?
What a day.
Pleasure doing... Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest
No, I don't want to
stock.
go upstairs. That'd be +8 to hit and damage for Karlak. Oh, speaking of things to do. I am removing the illicit substances from the hands of the child.
Did you see it? The path of light. That's good, right? Means we might make it out of here alive.
And I'm making a charitable donation so that he can take care of himself. Especially since I just took all of his money when I, like, drowned him in meaningless tat.
What a charmer.
Alright, that's everybody's wares. And I very
I'll be here if you
specifically
need
didn't
anything.
sell him Karlak's poisons. That may have just been because of the money. Now, I'm actually going to walk. Because I don't know that I want the same thing to happen again where it like forces me into a conversation when I teleport in. I'd rather see it on approach. I could probably walk from Wraithwind Town, but I'm not going to go straight there.
Crying. Then I'll cry.
Who's crying? Stop crying.
Thank you for bringing Danis back to me. I really don't know what I'd do without him.
I do. You'd stand on a lake and cry about it.
I just want to make it to Baldur's Gate. We've come this far, right? Just a little longer yet.
Says the man who runs gleefully into combat with no weapon. But sure, make it to Baldur's Gate. I believe in you. I saw a harper. I saw a single harper. There, Harper Caro. What are you doing? Not going to the fight?
Thanks to ye, we've got a chance to fight back. We'll make it count.
Tear that tower down.
Path to Moonrise is opening up. Time for vengeance. Make them hurt, yeah?
Something like that. You know who might have a thought? On the lights in the sky and the general misery.
Scurry on now.
Not him, that's for sure.
Something seems different. I don't know what, but I do know it's something.
I saw a very large heron flying overhead. I admit, it was rather beautiful.
Moo! Alright. Let's go.
Moon Maiden, protect.
I feel somewhat guilty about the ability drain that appears to be on her forever. It's only got to turn left, but That turn seems to have persisted. Oh well. Let's just walk. I'm sure I don't need to, and I could probably zoom to Wraithwind Town, but it's not that long. This is a much smaller map than the previous one. Hey there, dead tieflings. Sorry I couldn't save ya. But I literally do not think there's a way to do so. I think the only way to change their fate is to kill them earlier. Which doesn't really seem like it's worth the trouble. She's a level 8 no, she was level 5. She practically worships Illmate. I mean, she's like a fucking... resurrectee, isn't she? Because, like, we figured out she was Ketheric's daughter and she died at one point, so maybe she's, like... maybe it's not just game mechanics being funny. Maybe she's actually against the idea of repairing herself. Well, I see no one so far. But I do see a lot of blood. Perhaps the Harpers... Oh, that's a different quest.
You don't want to make an enemy of me, friend.
Who the fuck are you? Are you talking to the fucking woods? No, holy fire! Holy fuck. I took radiant damage and she took half. Yes, I think it's safe to confirm that there has been... some battlage. Try bringing an undead army through this. Yes, I think that might be the point. Harper Chenti! No! There she is.
Once more unto battle. Once more to save Baldur's Gate.
Having previously never seen Moonrise without this crap everywhere, you were surprised to get here on the second run and find it clean. No. So this is why everyone was hostile. It's not because they've, like, blown your cover. It is because there's a fight! Please, God, Jaheira. Please join us. She won't. She won't. It'll be like Halsin. If we are lucky enough to get her in this game, it'll be like after her plot relevance is like done. But Harper Chenti, that sucks. You just fixed your face and now you're dead. And, you know, presumably she took a mace to the face and it's now a mangled mess. Adept Bell. Probably shouldn't loot the fucking fists and harpers. We will. We shouldn't. Harpadonna. A lot are already dead. Vistra here. Harper Callie. That was the one that was flirty. Moonrise Guard's key on Zealot Banner. Zealot Renan. It's worth carrying the full plate here because Quartermaster Tally is with the attack force. Yeah, but I've also got 5,000 bucks. Actually, that's not... No.
Attention.
Because she has the rest.
Is that blood? No. Never mind.
I can't even pick up another one. What do you mean fills up your key ring? Does that thing have a fucking cap? That's scale mail. Fist Aubrey! Also random pocket of holy fire.
Taking on a tower with no siege engines. Wonderful.
You are surrounded by the corpses of your friends and allies, and you are being a smart-ass. I like you.
We have the High Harper. I suppose that's...
Oops.
Taking on a tower... We have the High Harper. I suppose that's almost as good as a trebuchet.
You have the Asimar as well. And I've never heard of an ASMR quite so loud, but still, quite the punch that flying lady pushes. That's true, I don't think you're actually allowed to work for Jaheira unless you, like, pass a sarcasm exam first. Where is the quartermaster? There. Did she always have two L's in her name? I swear to God she didn't. Or is it just because Gwonbush spells it wrong when he types it out? But I thought she only had one L in her name. Whatever.
Shadow to shadow. Soon the final reckoning.
I should speak up.
These cult nutters don't die easy. We've lost a few of ours already.
I can see. Ah.
Unshackled from shadows. She will rise in moonlit glory and carve a path of brightness to the accursed one's second death. So saith the wise Alondo. That beacon of angelic wrath has taken the fight to Ketheric on the rooftop, and the first line of defense are dead. But storming the tower won't be easy, and if we wait too long, Ketheric will gather his strength and retaliate. For now, though, he's on the back foot for the first time since he returned from the grave. This is it. The spearhead moment. You brought us this far. So how shall we proceed?
You're the High Harper, you tell me.
If you're hunting one target among many, the key is to isolate and corner it. My Harpers and I will be the noose that closes in around Ketheric. And as it tightens, you'll go in for the kill. Floric left some of her flaming fist. They'll scout the prisons and the barracks below to ensure we're not taken by surprise. Say the word, and we're off.
One.
I'm touched.
No!
But I'm already spoken for.
Fuck. Your Harpers are big boys and girls. They can handle themselves. One or two. One or two. They might both work, but... Your Harpers are big boys and girls. They can handle themselves.
Very well. Side by side we'll stand, as we'll rip true souls from a false god. As good a prophecy as any. At the ready, Harpers!
Really?
In this light, there will be victory. In this light, we will avenge the fallen! The time has come. Ketheric will taste of death at last.
Hang on.
Do what must be done.
Okay. Okay, she's not taking someone's spot. She's sitting with... okay. I don't know what this means. This means this is the... Okay, this could mean this is the only time in the game that I get to have her with me. Or... it could be like... like guest party for now, for realsies later. Note, Jaheira is not a party member and cannot be... Okay, so she cannot fucking die. That 67 HP needs to... Well, I mean, she's a druid. 67 HP isn't exactly, solid. Then again, the last time I let a druid wild shape in the middle of combat, we had some very awkward cutscenes after. But I could just, like, tactically revert her to elf form right when I'm about to kill him. It means she has a better chance of survival than she would under AI control. That's... yeah. So if you never got this scene, have you ever had her like this? Or did you have her under AI control during the assault? She was dead?! That... yeah, we're not allowing that. We will not be allowing that. Unless it happens in a cutscene and I can't control it, we will not be allowing that. So, let's take a look at her.
Unseen.
That is not the button. But she has voice stuff.
Quick and quiet.
So that indicates to me, like...
Sylvanos softened my steps.
She's got no inventory. We don't get to control her gear. Her armor class is frankly awful, but... Wisdom 16, Intelligence 10. It doesn't say druid, it says High Harper of Baldur's Gate, and she does have spell slots though, so she's a druid. Melee caster. Resistance to necrotic from the Blessing of Salute. Yeah, she's just got the standard things we have. Tags! Jaheira! Yeah. She does not know how to play any musical instruments. Oh. What has she got? One cantrip, Thorn Whip. Pulls closer. She has Entangle and Cure Wounds. She has Lesser Resto. She has Call Lightning. And she has Ice Storm. She doesn't have a lot of spells. She can Wild Shape. And she has a unique form, I guess, Panther? No. Okay, well, she's Lazard. Oh, it's based on her circle. Steven, she definitely already had Ice Storm for you. And yeah, no, she cast Ice Storm. She cast Ice Storm in the last Light In for us. I remember that. She didn't murder anybody with it, but... well, she murdered the enemies. First or second patch, they made her less suicidal. She can be a badger, a cat, a spider, a wolf, or a panther. I imagine we'd wild shape her just... maybe after we use her big ticket spells, because those are some pretty big ticket spells. She has Sylvan Scimitar. She's not terribly impressive, but that's just the problem with not being, you know, full party member. Don't think I've ever actually looked at like a follower's setup before though. Like, do they all look like this? I'm trying to get clues as to whether she's a full party member later or not. Keeping this lot of NPCs alive is a big pain. I am kind of okay with them dying if they're not named Shira.
Can't give up now.
I'm normally attempting to keep all the NPCs alive, but this is a fucking war. No, I did not murder Dame Aelin. I feel like this probably wouldn't be happening if Dame Aelin was murdered. Don't know what would be happening instead, but let's just check in with her.
Our host is at the top of the tower. Rude to keep him waiting, no?
What's our strategy?
It is I who follows you. But if I must venture some advice, this is the simple part. Ketheric dies, or we do, and the Sword Coast with us.
Give no quarter. The time for that's past.
The arcade machine is no longer accepting coins.
What's up for discussion?
Finally on the front foot. Let's see how they like being turned out of their beds.
Your hair is weird.
I'd like to pull this whole heap down when we're done. A cairn for all the Harpers who died here.
Ready? It's time to take the fight to them. No more waiting, no more hiding. This is it.
Ooh. Hey Jaheira, would you be weirded out if I ate a worm in front of you? Although I'm sort of running out of ones that I actually want. But hey, if I push someone over, they'll get hurt more. Tally, we're over there.
Light in the sky. Light at last.
Saving it? Well, I mean, I read that after I used it.
With Jaheira to lead us, and you bringing light to the shadows, we might just have a chance.
But there's another one. There we go. I think that's all the ones I picked up.
Lady Light away.
Believe me, she did. There's several pockets of the result of that getting in the way of my walking. I think that's about all the plate armor I can afford to sell her because she'll run out of money. But
How delicious.
lesser restoration and call lightning is what she gained. Ice storm she already had. Well, there you go.
Well, well, well.
Is this infernal stuff worth keeping at all anymore? It's just slowly adding pounds to Karlak's carry weight. No, yeah. Well, I mean, it's 100 gold each. I was concerned to sell it. Anyway, we've saved one parasite. Did we? Where'd it go? Seriously, where'd it go? Are they not hit your inventory? They're just saved up in the... Well, fair.
I should speak up.
Can't say I was sure of you until this very moment, true soul. But you gave us a chance.
Yeah, and some of you might survive it.
That light in the sky. I almost feel bad for Ketherick, knowing what's coming for him.
I wouldn't.
That thing that cut a trail for us. I almost forgot what true light looked like.
You should take a vacation in the first.
I'll fight my way to the tower top, if only to see that light again.
You've never lost a Harper or a Flaming Fist in this battle. Well, congratulations to you. But from the sounds of things, you're in a minority. We'll see if I manage. This has been a playthrough of me having an easier time than Blue Moon and Demon Dragon in a surprising number of things. So... could well be just fine. There's Zrel. Mig. There is one ogre less, isn't there? We made her kill one. She got mirror images of herself. Is that what's happening there? Guess so. There's some people there. So I guess the thing is you can actually enter from the back way if you want. Well, no, that makes me feel guilty. Oh, I should talk to my friends in case they have anything to say about the assault.
Talk later. Cultists to smash.
They don't.
I'm not here for chit-chat.
Whoa, don't run on in.
Not a good time.
There will be time to talk when all of this is done.
Apparently we're all running on in. I've activated a goddamn flag here. Well, alright. See, my thought is, as much as it's cool to do infiltration entrances and that, for your first playthrough, the only time I like to ambush is when it's against enemies that don't speak and just instantly go into combat. If you're gonna deal with a humanoid, I want to see the cinematic cutscene that is on offer, more than I want an advantageous fight position. Would it be nice to have Karlach up there with Acolyte Marl slamming his head into the ground and then using that position to chuck things? Yes. But... nah. The good thing is, I now know they're up there.
At the ready.
Well, there's 5 of us. Let's see how they go. If the Harpers die, the Harpers die.
You dare show yourself here after all you've done? You have betrayed me. You have betrayed General Thorm. You have betrayed our god!
Not really.
And for what? These Harpers. Moonrise will be their tomb, and in death, you will all serve the Absolute.
A traitor is somebody who changes their mind. Somebody who swears oaths in good faith. And then decides to break them. What I am is a spy. And all is fair in a game like this. Surrender and I'll let you live.
Like a kitten roaring at a tiger. Boys, make this traitor bleed.
Well, everybody except Karlach gets to go. Barnabas? The gnolls are on our side? Oh, they've actually broken up our turn order because they're going to force me to do Astarion and myself now. Jaheira and Shadowheart will have to wait. Of course, the gnolls might get killed. So, let's take a look at Zrel. She's got 3 mirror images. What do they do? Increases armor class by 3. When the caster successfully evades an attack, one of the images disappears. So, really, maybe my best bet is not to attack her turn 1. And to let the Harpers attack her. Let them eat the dodges, because their attacks aren't going to be that impressive. And then I come at her when her armor class is down to 17. Oh, because they entered the combat too late, they don't go this turn? Oh, whatever. And don't melee her or you'll get hit with cold damage. They'll go after me, and then on succeeding turns, these two will go after me. So we have several, like, 60-ish HP adepts. Lantarv, the armorer, is gonna kill us as well. The acolytes are a bit weaker. The ogre's pretty big, and then Zrel, who goes pretty late. The adepts have Death Ward, but that just gives them 1 extra gasp of life. I just need to decide, like, who I want to fight, because, like, I can try and kill some of these acolytes, but they got the high ground. Like, for example... Yeah, we cannot sneak attack them. Right now we can't sneak attack anybody because he needs to walk forward for it.
Can't even catch my breath.
Meanwhile, me, what should I do? Because I could just haste Karlach, or... we could go for a big shatter. Or I could chuck my fireball right into this mess. It's probably a good idea to start with a fireball right into this mess, isn't it? I think they're perfectly set up for me to fireball and Jaheira... Yeah. What about Shadowheart? Should she Ice Storm? Because she could do that instead of Jaheira. But Shadowheart could maybe do something else. Whereas Jaheira's Ice Storm is, like, her best thing. That's true. Double ice. Okay. I don't need to move to do the fireball, so... In fact, I'm already sort of in front. That's fine. Astarion will probably move to, like, here, so he can see everybody and shoot someone. Just try to put a dent into one target. Astarion is just like a one-target sniper. He's actually probably the least valuable member of the party. We're at the point in the D&D leveling system where spells start to become king in the big fights. In the smaller fights, Astarion's great. And Karlach doesn't need spells because she has 5 attacks. But Astarion's just like a big... Just remember to do fire before ice. I don't have a choice, sort of, because, well, it is their turn as well. But yeah, the fireball will be now. On these 5. Zrel counterspells it. I'll psionic backlash her, why not? There goes that. I mean, the thing about counterspell is that they have spell slots too. And if they're counterspelling you, they will eventually run out of the ability to do that. So you want to drain the counterspells.
Let's spill some blood.
Oh, Astarion can't get past everybody.
Still breathing.
So I might need to
everything.
Go over there to make the space. And yeah, that's true. We can use our offhands to go for mirror image. Or we just hit her.
The dance macabre.
He could go for an attack on Zrel, I suppose. What's the disadvantage? It's just range.
Dumpling her.
It might be a good idea to try and get rid of her because his chance of attacking is actually pretty high with the advantage. If I'm going to use Ice Storms, the Arrow of Fire would probably not have a lasting effect, so I'll just double up on ice. Although that doesn't hit anybody else, does it? No, nobody's that close. It would work if I was attacking them, though. When do they get a turn? I don't see them in the list. +3, they go last. What's Aura of Protection do to them? Just saving throws, and that's something coming out of Zarel. Since we've already started dealing damage to Zarel, I just don't want this to miss and eat a mirror image. But it's the only time we'll get it for free on the Assassinate before she acts. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. We could do Arrow of Many Targets. Then it'll start hitting other people. I don't think that changes the amount of damage it does to her. It's just an addition. Yeah, that was pretty effective. And he's got his offhand. So we'll see if that hurts her more or deals a bit of extra. There we go, one mirror image goes down. Okay, I'm happy with that. I think he's about where I'd want him to stand. Would I want him to get away from them so as to not fall into group stuff? Yeah, probably. Let's have you just go over there. And me the same.
I won't give in.
In the other corner.
I miss this.
Okay, Jaheira. Just put this down. Right there. She has no ranged option. But she's not going to be able to get there. I'm just going to keep you back for now. There's nothing else that she can really do with this turn.
I'm ready.
Yeah, Jaheira, like... We could do this again, or we could do lightning. I'm thinking we're probably going to have to do more fights after this. So I shouldn't use everything, but I can still use some. And Shadowheart has a lot of... She has 3 level 4s. I'm just not going to use the level 5 right now, because presumably there's a Ketheric fight. And I don't think I'd be able to rest between now and the Ketheric fight, just as a thought. I don't know if there's going to be Zrel and Ketheric as the 2 main combats, this one and whichever the Ketheric one is, or if there's going to be someone else, but I don't think there's someone else that I can think of, because Balthazar is dead. But I did just think about, we maybe don't want to completely fucking overdo it. But the question is, do I want to do 2 ice storms? Or do I want to... I might just set her up with a Call Lightning that she can start raining down, you know? Zrel's already at 23. Like, we could Call Lightning this mob. It's a smaller circle. Can we get the 4? No. We can get 3 of them. Or we can just do an ice storm. If we can make that 30, we can kill Zrel. That's my thought. I might do that. Because the Ice Storm we can't control its damage, but with this one we can use Channel Divinity. Yeah. Ah, she saved. Well, 8 out of 90. And she's on her ass. Karlach should be able to kill her before she has a turn. I will call that worthy. Let's leave it. I don't want to do a spiritual weapon because it will be super far away from everything, and this is a giant area, so... That's them. You go over there. Well, I didn't do fire. The fire got counterspelled. So it wouldn't have worked.
Ah, a little fun at last.
These guys are largely just dashing.
Can't believe you'd been so lost. That's it.
I don't think we need to charm an acolyte. So far, the Harpers live. I guess it's a matter of them going into danger, because, yeah, they're going to rush into, like, range of spells. Well, oh, I was about to say, well done! Y'all can hit fucking nothing! And then there was a crit.
Over there.
Rargle dargle. Alright, throw the pike straight at Zrel. This is funny that we're basically preventing her from acting. If we hit, we got 2 shots, 75%. She could actually not kill Zrel here.
Handy.
But she did by Zrel. She did, yeah, she got to counter a spell. That's true. She got to counter 1 fireball. Good for her. And I only have 1 fireball, so, you know, that's pretty solid. These guys are just having a bad day. This one's having an okay day. She does have Action Surge, but I can't use it because I raged. Isn't Action Surge a bonus action? Action Surge isn't something I can do the same turn, right? Or is it free? No, it's free! Well, okay. In that case, we should do it, because we don't have haste up. I'll probably do that next turn. Well, maybe not. If everybody's getting taken care of, I might not bother. Okay. The Ogre is probably not as good a priority as these guys. Because they're higher level and they have less health. Well, they have roughly the same health. So I should maybe just try to take care of these two. This one's healthier, so wait on them. It's in fighter. Yeah, alright. Surge dad action. And keep on pike chucking. That a kill? No. Oh! I don't want to throw for that. That's like... I'm gonna throw at the ogre. Anyone can kill Mr. 1 HP. And the ogre is dead. Good move on my part.
We shall not fall.
They are really focused on Lantav. It's not helping them. So the zealots decided to dash. One of them had to get up, and the other one fell. I can't sneak attack the one on his ass. Who's left? There's the dudes up here. This fight is almost over. It's been a joke. I thought it was going to be scary. I'm not disappointed, mind you. I am, like... I've said before that while I'm streaming, I don't actually really want difficult combat. I'd play this game on Tactician mode on my own next time, but while I'm here, I'm very happy to just coast. You I can hit. And hit very hard at that. Can we get a bite on anybody? Yes. You consider honor mode easy. I know you do, yes. You can just bite Lantarv.
Break them.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
I don't need to haste Karlak. I mean, there's still 8 enemies left, but the only ones that aren't injured have this one guy, and then there's a bunch of people with 27 health. I don't even need to. That said, I've got the space, don't I? So I've got 3 level 3 spells, 3 level 4. Okay, do it. I'll break concentration on detect thoughts, but who cares? I'll do it because I've got the space. Oh, I'm right here. Yeah. Well, we might kill him. We didn't.
This is good.
Come on, Knowles. Well done, Knowles. Christ. Can Jaheira do anything with no ranged? She'd have to... She can't hit him, not because she can't reach him, but because everyone's in the way! I might have to just wait her. Like, realistically, I could use a spell, but it would just be a token. And all of her damage spells start at, like, level 3. She's got Entangle, but that's... yeah. Thorn... Oh, the cantrip! 30... Oh, that's me. 65% chance on Lantarv. Do it.
Nature will not even notice you are gone.
Just pulled him out of the horrible situation he was in. He should be fucking grateful. And now we can melee him. There we go. He's got 2 wild shapes. This fight seems too resolved for me to want to use it again. Do you have a issue with divine damage? You don't. This doesn't cost her anything, does it? Oh yeah, she can just recast the lightning. I forgot. These three. No destructive wrath. I don't need to spend. She's only got 1 more cast of that. I'm not going to cutting words. Nah. It's also on short rest. You're right. I like how, like, the vibe of my chat is we have a whole bunch of people who, like, have struggled greatly with this game, right? And come to each fight with, like, warnings and shit. Blue Moon, Grefter, Demon Dragon. And then there's Steven. XPL Jesus, who's like, nah, this game's easy on honor mode. And Gwombush is close to that as well. Because he's like, I never lost anybody. I had a fine time with it. You didn't say it was hard, it's just stupid. Okay. But, like, maybe it's a patch thing, maybe it's playstyles, I don't know. But I find it very interesting that there are people who are one way and people who are just completely the other in their experience. And I don't think either one is right or wrong, I just find it interesting. Even between 2 runs of the game, you've had fights that were very swingy. Yeah, and that's true. Like, I will say there's like a snowball thing where, like, when you start, it looks overwhelming, and I feel that. I'm like, ooh, is this the fight where I'll miss the snowball? But as soon as you get the snowball, it's fine. And I've had fights in this game that were a little tense. Like, usually it's ones with NPCs like this because I try to save them. If you don't care about that, you will have an easier time. All you have is a bonus action, and there really isn't anything to do with Shadowheart bonus actions unless I want a spiritual weapon or a heal, and I do not want either, so you're done.
No better moment.
Guardian of Faith. It attacks nearby enemies. Each time it deals damage, it loses 10 hit points. Do I want to get rid of that? Probably. Then again, that was the guy with 1 hit point. Does it die when he does? I don't know. Well, there's one. Well done, you got a kill. Ow. Poor Fist Helena. But the Guardian's nearly gone, Dian. Did some people join the party? Yes, this door is open. We have new friends. A new acolyte, a new zealot, a new adept. It's good that I made the roll. Oh, because of the spell. Yeah, I know that's a thing. I forget the specifics of how to tell when it's going to happen. But a counterspell is automatic if it's the same level. But if the spell you're countering is higher, you have to make a roll to succeed, or else you've just wasted your counter. Which is why you upcast counterspells, not just because it's the only slot you have. Anyway, the Guardian of Faith has done a very good job at beating up one fist. And has also taken a chunk out of another, but Lantarv here is nearly dead. What do we want? I got 5 throws, right? Taking out the Guardian is probably a good idea, because he's sort of in the way, and he has that thing where he, attacks everybody for free. So I should probably just delete that with throw number 1. Or throw number 2. Wait, I can throw the Guardian of Faith? Is that real? I have to try. Can't throw him very far, but I can throw him back at Lantarv. Yeah, because it takes damage when it uses it. Yeah, you're right. It doesn't have the health to survive the reaction. I can't do it. I can't do it. When does Lan go? Lan goes there. Lan should die to the NPCs. I could have thrown Lan in. Well, no, that's we just looked at that. Lan was too heavy.
Want to do it?
Woo! Goodbye. Am I able to hit the acolytes? Yes. And it's still 95% chance. She probably should, because everybody else is going to have a worse time hitting them. Maybe not mages, but... I shouldn't forget about them while they're up there, and the melee guys are going to not have fun. Plus, she's one-shotting them. So we can get 2 out of 3 right now on the next one next time. Presuming we hit the 95%, but, you know, 95%. Fuck you! You were listening to me! Bye, Lan. Because, yeah, Astarion shooting at the Acolytes... Oh, yeah, you have 95 as well. You can't sneak attack him, though. What sneak attack options do you have? Do you have anybody? No. Them, maybe, if he runs in.
Survival is all that matters.
I could probably firebolt someone. My damage max is 20, but I have that Cull the Weak bonus, do I not? Yeah, I've got an equal chance. Comparatively, could I guarantee a kill with like a level 2 Dissonant Whispers? No, it's even less likely to hit. I mean... it's alright. Well, we sure are doing that a lot lately. Oh yeah, just go down there.
Lies before me.
Hungry for the slaughter.
The low ground stops us from sneak attacking pretty much anybody, I think. Let's throw an ice arrow at one of these acolytes. They're hard to, like, physically find on the map. Here, have that. You didn't die, but you're not having fun, and maybe you'll slip and fall up there. That'd be really funny. Can I finish you off with this? Yes! Good shot. Sadly, I don't have flying ghouls.
Nothing important is ever easy.
And nothing easy is ever important. The Knolls are back in town, the Knolls are back in town.
For the fallen!
There's better, though.
For the fallen!
That's the better one. You can target with the turn list if you don't feel like fighting the Z-axis. So I have occasionally learned. Cancel end turn. I did not mean to hit that while I was busy finding Jaheira soundbites from back when she knew how to shout. No offense to the new voice actor, she's very good, but that was not how you shout for the fallen. That simply was not. So, what do we do with you? We could set up a Cold Lightning Spree on her. Really, I'm annoyed that she doesn't have a goddamn bow. Because The enemies are too far away for her to actually go be a fighter. Yes, we could wild shape. It recharges on short rest. But how long is it going to take her to actually get somewhere where she can start clawing at someone? If she can't wild shape into a bird, I don't think it's going to work. Right, she can wild shape into a 2 HP cat that can meow to distract enemies. That's a real thing! Let's actually, we could Thorn Whip, maybe try Thorn Whip you. We can't? We're not going to have the angle? That's a shame. Oh, can we Thorn Whip the Acolyte on top? No. What if we could? Would that work? 9 meters. I don't think you can actually... I think it's more than 9 meters up in the sky is the problem with that.
Forward.
Oh, we can! 55%, but we can. I'm just thinking, like, can we shove him, like... Can we fall damage him if he gets pulled? Wasn't as, you know, amazing as I was hopeful for, but was what it was. And she's gotten a bit further in.
Let's finish this.
Absolutely. I don't think we have a group to throw lightning at, but because she gets to throw it for free, she absolutely should just keep doing it. We can either throw it at this acolyte, we can throw it at the guy up there. That's not a bad idea. Or we can throw it at the adept with Death Ward. The ones we'd want to hit are these two, but they're too far away right now. Hopefully they run in and come next to each other. The adept has the most health to lose, so let's go with him. He's also not... He's not going to hit anybody else. Let's wait. I'll try to use the second Destructive Wrath on the pair of them if I can. Oh, it killed him! No, it didn't. Well, it blew him even further away, which... Oops.
No, I think we have given offense.
Hunger of Hadar on 11 targets. That is a 4 to 24 damage conjure spell. What level is that? 3? I think I'm going to counter that. I think that's something to counter. 11 targets is a lot. Oh, you did it. Well. Oh, Timothy, no! So we need to get out of the black circle. Karlak can do that. She can get right there.
Heading out.
Is anyone nearly dead? Yeah, Helena's having a hellacious time. Who are we hitting then, Gon? The adept, I assume. I suppose there's this one too, but... Oh, the one that's concentrating on the spell, of course.
That's it.
Not a great start. I swear, I swear, Karlak's critical miss ratio is suspiciously high. She is getting a 1 in 20, a lot more than 1 in 20 times. There goes the fucking cloud. I suppose we could get a heal on Fist Helena. Who goes next? Acolyte Dane. We should kill Acolyte Dane. We killed Acolyte Dane. We should also kill this other spellcaster if we can reach him. I think we can't, actually, because Karlach's movement has been pretty much... Nope, nope, she can move. But the pillar is still in the way. Yeah, the pillar is just completely in the way. Well, another one on Nola, then. There's the Death Ward. We can hit the Acolyte in the sky for some reason. These four are in full health because they're bringing up the rear, I guess. Oh, did you kill that? No. Close enough. Shadowheart will be able to call lightning these two. That's why I'm not going for the kill on you. I can attack Zealot Munish, though. Or I can attack Adept Dorical. What? Oh, so that'll hit and hit everybody else. Okay, then we won't do that. It's easy enough to just not do that. Where does it end? It's actually hard to tell. I would say Spellcaster's dying is more important than chipping into that giant health bar. Really? Aren't you threatened by Fist Red? Shame. But you'll still kill him. I guess the offhand took the Death Ward from him.
With finesse. Where do I go from here?
Where do I go from here? My offhand can deal with Nola. It's just down to Munish now, isn't it? Whew. I believe the only casualty has been a gnoll.
My faith will protect me.
Shadowheart, out of the kindness of your shadow heart, find the harper that is in the most amount of danger, which I believe is Helena. Fist, actually. And give him a bit of a boost. And then, yeah, we won't do the call lightning on the solitary enemy over there. Just give him a shoot. Well, at least try.
What must be done?
Oh, that was the one with the sarcasm. Oh, good. I don't want you to die. We can Thorn Whip again, or we can dual wield attack. We're more likely to hit with the melee, and I haven't had her melee yet, so why not? Just go up and fight, like the fighter druid you know you are in your heart. Okay, well the offhand made it at least.
Ready.
as did the offhand on the opportunity attack. Ooh. How'd that work out for you? Twice. That is embarrassing! God, I hope the NPCs kill you. Now everybody's missing. Oh! Come on. Yes!
There's an illithid parasite in that corpse.
Alright, calm down.
You should take a look.
What I need to do is have a break. I'm past my break time by half an hour, so I need to go do that now. We will loot, and we will talk, and we will deal with the goings-on, but I need to eat some food first. Good fight! And annoyed at me for not having the horrible time you did. I'm sure. I suffered the cloud hell, I just immediately dispelled it. I'll be back. Well, just as hunger of Hadar was dispelled, hunger of Gav has now also been brought under control. Quite the mess. I'd hate to be the Moonrise Tower janitor. How do you feel about our work here, Jihira?
What's up for discussion?
There will be time to talk when all of this is done.
Right, fair enough.
Talk later. Cultists to smash.
Temelia, how are you feeling? We just liberated you, and you... I do appreciate that the Harpers and Fists are paying absolutely no mind to the pair of gnolls. Where are they going? What the fuck?
What's inside?
Bye then! So the ogre has a club called Argument Solver. Few things solve a disagreement faster than displaying a great club. And also has pork shoulder, pork loins, and a pig's head somewhere on her person. There's a surprising number of female ogres in this game. Like, specifically in... Like, I'm trying to think of the male ogres that have been in this game, and other than Lump's warband, I can't think of many, but there's been, like... There was a female ogre in the goblin camp, there's one here. I think there was another that was Zrel's that she killed. All the bodyguard ogres have been women. Good for them. We have the Halberd of Vigilance on Lantarv. That's quite a bit. Might take that for someone back at camp, maybe. And, Raging Garb, but Karlak's spoken for. Makes sense. They don't drop... Realistically... They should drop all of their inventory when they die. Like, don't walk in the caustic brine! Your Karlak used that for a long time, but your Karlak was not a...
How much further can I go?
Walking howitzer. Hang on, there's dead harpers up here. I did not notice that. Were these dead before I got here? They didn't die in the fight. Bor and Dara seem to have. But I don't know if they died in the fight or not. Timothy is our primary casualty, but he's not. I would have been concerned if Barnabas died. I'd like to speak to Barnabas, but Timothy I can live without. So Zrel has spicy sausage links, scroll of shatter and fear, Absolute's protector, that's absolute brand gear I assume, yeah. Hand axe +1, studded leather, and of course, a wormy. This one has stale bread. Hi Aaron, please enjoy the corpses. There's just food lying around in the air. What happened here? The table's gone. But the stuff isn't.
Well, hello.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Oops.
Never wanted the easy path.
I won't take the easy road. I don't think we need to explore this place again, really. Although there are some that I'd be wondering about. What happened, for example, to... Blood Girl. Right, the Zentarim's fucked off again. That I expect. They're experts in the art of fucking off shortly before the problems. No doubt, as soon as they heard boom, boom, boom of the angels slamming towards Ketheric, they were in the tunnels faster than you can blink. But Blood Lady, you didn't see her in the fight.
Something slimy seems to be dripping from the rafters above.
Ah, there's Barnabas.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
No words for Barnabas. We have Speak with Animals on. Yes, we do. I don't think I noticed a +1 shield by the north wall where Lantarv was. Something I couldn't pick up before without being arrested. But I guess the Blood Lady also made herself scarce because there's nothing in here. This is where she was, right? Now, the prison is presumably empty because we killed the guards in there. So the only way is upstairs. It's an iron banded shield +1. Is it worth actually getting? It's not actually got anything special to it. It's just a +3 to armor class. The shield I put on myself is giving me initiative bonuses and perception bonuses. I don't think I'd want to replace that with 1 armor boost. It's worth money, but we've also expended the vendors. But oh, that's true. Shadowheart exists.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
Forgive me, Shadowheart. I forgot about your existence. You're lucky you've got a spot in this party. If Jaheira had demanded one. And granted, Shadowheart is very good, and Jaheira would be like a step down right now, but I still would have done it. I still would have done it. Maybe Astarion. Well, it takes her aid away from her. Does unequipping it remove the spell? Or can she equip it at the start of each day to cast the spell and then take it off? She does lose the health, but 1 AC is better than 10 HP. There.
All's well that ends. Well, not as bad as it could.
We should take a short rest while I think.
Another step forward. Time to get going.
I was about to say, can Jaheira come to camp with us, but we cannot go to camp. Our rests can only be short right now. Which is very fair, but... Dren. That one's an old corpse. Don't worry about that one.
I should speak up.
It's time to fight back.
Undeath here. Survive.
Well, you're vaguely creepy. Where's Harper? What's her name?
We're pushing them back. The Moon Maiden's with us.
The one I was healing.
Can't stand this place. You can tell there's been naught but evil here for a century.
Did they all... Tally's walking around... Right, because that's her job, to pick through the corpses and take what's worth taking. The Knoll's wandering around, but like, where'd the other Harpers go? Did they move on? No, it's not a Harper, it was a Fist. Fist Helena. I mean, only if she consents. There is more fighting up here. Makes sense. Oh, Steel Claw! I need to see if Steel Claw gives a shit about what's happening. My guess? No. She's asleep, but, you know, I'm gonna wake her.
Quiet, lest I miss its cries for mercy.
Nope, she's still just focused on a dead tadpole. I'm actively murdering your entire society. My society? They're the squatters, I live here. Necromites and Radija, Mistress of Souls. Is that it?
That's a friendly-looking shadow.
I don't think we've got a good ambush here because they're just going to see straight at us as soon as we walk in. But let's see what happens if we creep in, eh?
What path lies before me?
Not fucking much. But there's only 4. Because Glurik died. Now the Necromites are tiny little babies.
With haste.
I would be inclined to use no spells here. Just overwhelm, because this is not much of a fight. Cantrips, but that's it.
Stepping softly.
Holy shit! Ow! Kill with the offhand? No! Miss!
Keep them guessing.
Cloak and dagger, my favorite. Off I go.
Off I go then. Oh, you don't get to have a turn. Fascinating.
Attention. Quiet.
Neither does she.
Nature's servant, still waiting. Quietly as I can.
You do, but I don't know that you'll be able to do much. You can go in and fight one of them, but would you be able to get to her? Yes? I might just have you go straight in, because if we can finish that Radija off, that would be best.
We do what we must.
Because we can. Perfect. For the good of all of us, except the ones who are dead.
Time to kill.
Come on. Can't stay idle.
I didn't think to use my offhand. That was silly. Wow! Right, Cull the Weak does a lot of work. I forgot about that.
And I thought we were going to be friends.
Shadowheart? Oh. Reach from beyond. It's just a damage. I'm not counterspelling that. Sorry, Jahira. Oh, right, Lathander's light.
Heading there.
Now y'all can't see. I forget, what is this? What is the cost of this? Does this take a channel divinity? Does this take a spell slot? It doesn't look like it. Nothing. Well, then I should use it.
Put him up. Tactical.
Jaheira, duck!
Go on.
Jesus. I assume Ketheric's through that door.
Trust no one.
While I'm here, though, let's open this, because I never did.
Easy.
There's nothing in there, but... It is time for crimes. The thing you like about respecking Shadowheart out of Trickery Domain is that it's totally appropriate if she then breaks from Shar. I mean, it would be most appropriate if we did it later. But, yes, it's nice. Well, there's no reason to go through all of these, although there is a... I guess the one thing that we could ask is, what about his dog? He's there. Realistically, we should not approach him, should we? Because I don't want to fight the dog. We could.
Should mind my
I'm going to
step.
quick save, and I'm going to go say hi and see if it's a bad idea.
Don't touch me.
There might be no change. There might be a new scene. It might be sad. So you can opt out if we don't like what happens when we go there. But now we can just go straight there through the middle room instead of having
No time to rest.
awkwardly sneak through the entire chain. I love the design of this floor, though. The fact that you can basically explore everywhere in a circuit, avoiding the center room. It's very well put together.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
That scent. The Selûnite magic on your skin. It fills this place. It fills my head with things I miss. I cannot remember them, but I do miss them. I know the battle is outside, but there's peace here. And I'm tired of fighting.
You stay
I
up
know
here.
the battle is outside.
You stay up here and stay safe. No one's gonna hurt you. They really probably could have had Rhodesia come downstairs. At least to contribute a little bit to the fight. Mercolite Scourge. It's an unremarkable flail, really. Why is exploring the dead ogre worth a quick save? I think it's just because we approached the door. Alright, are we ready? Are we ready for Ketheric Thorm? I think we have enough time.
Here we go.
What have you done? Huh. What have you done to me?
Melodia wanted more for you than this, Ketherick. Stop. And you may redeem yourself yet. Are they gonna let us fall out this guy? Are they gonna let us the master him? I don't know. Maybe he'll make it easier on us if we do this, but I feel like they're going to want you to do a set-piece fight, right? Then again, Zarel insisted. Maybe Ketherick doesn't. I am the bard. I've always got to try this. Difficulty 10, though. He's an easier mark than Shadowheart.
There is no redemption, can't you see? It is too late. If Melodia could see all I've done, she'd know. She'd know her husband died long ago with Isabel. Unlike Isabel, he could not be brought back.
So you'll continue this spectacle of violence. To what end?
This is no spectacle. This is payment. My life was dismantled piece by piece. First, my wife was taken. My wife. And then my beautiful daughter. My life was forfeit. Gone. Finished. And when I tried to buy it back, it cost me everything. Everything. We are copper pieces in their belts. Tokens to be traded for scraps. You have beaten me, true soul. But the gods beat me first.
I can help you. If you let me.
Ketherick Thorm!
Hang on!
Aelin.
Rise, you dog! Retribution has come, and her sword is my sword.
Wait. Ketherick has surrendered.
Ketherick Thorm would sooner die than lay down his rank cause. Isn't that right, General?
I was a fool to hesitate. Power like mine cannot be hidden, cannot be cowed. But power like mine has a price. A price I am destined to pay. You have one last chance to bow. Once it's gone, I'll have no choice but to destroy you both. Do you hear? Bow! The prism. You've had it all this time, you worm. You will bow before me. And if you will not bow, you will break.
He will crumble at the power of your touch. Give him all you have. The gods fight at our side!
Well, that sounds about right. So, I got an entertainer inspiration for Eclipse of the Heart. Shake Ketherick's resolve by recounting his past to him. 145 health. Aura of protection. And an aura of hate. Resists necro and he can't be poisoned, but he's not susceptible to radiant. Many necromites. I'm not too concerned about them. 18 HP. Karlak can literally just fucking howitzer them, as Blue Moon might call it. And we have Susdera. We have Sussidera, who's got another one of those flails, which, honestly, is there a weapon that has better physics effects when you twirl a character model around than a flail? Is there also a weapon that is maybe less... Like, could there be a worse weapon in existence than one of these fuckers? Like, this is collateral damage on a stick. This is self-inflicted puncture wounds on a stick. How do you use this well? She has grave magic. Damage boost to her spells. Like most things, the answer is with lots of practice. Yes, but I just feel like the skill floor would be higher with a flail than most weapons, so I am fascinated by anybody who would pick it voluntarily. Now, I think Ketheric should be targeted after Susdera, because Susdera will die faster. Her flail is a skull on a chain with spikes through it. Okay, yeah, well, maybe she picked it for aesthetics, I don't know, we don't know. The music's a bit laid back for what's going on. We don't have a good spell... Like big AoE spells aren't actually as tasty here, because we could use one to, like, delete an entire segment of these guys, I suppose, but... Right, armored knights would be rather well protected against their own bullshit, wouldn't they? Let's just get a sneak attack. We'll use... Use one of our arrows of fire, maybe? Saved, unfortunately. Still half destroyed her. And more?
Nothing will stand in my way.
I've run out of level 3, so I'll have to upcast the haste. Does that have an effect? Shame, but it's what it is. I think Karlak should be hasted for this fight. Wow! Offhand! What is Cull the Week's fucking radius again? It's bigger than I keep getting surprised by Cull the Week. Yeah, but I want to read them. Ah.
Time for a cull.
Oh, so it's getting better as I go.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
That explains a little. Angry time. She should probably just start deleting skeletons. Let me deal with Ketheric once he's on his own. Ah, covered by a lot of pillars. Maybe she should go into the middle.
Position. Good idea, Carl.
Super overkill on these guys, but she can kill them all in 2 turns. And it gives Ketheric the chance to exist. So, you know, I'm being kind to him with this.
I think I could go another round.
We could action surge her, but it's too late. I ended her turn. She could just lightning strike Ketherick, or she could lightning strike 2 of these. It's probably overkill for 2 of these.
Quickly.
What are your chances on him? You can't? Not enough movement. Do you have to move to get him? No. Oh, you do if it's over there. Doesn't really say. Fuck it. Hurt him a little, not a lot. You reach one of them? Nah. Plan?
On my way.
A lot of her big things are like... He's good at dex saves, right? So we'd want to hit it if we're going to hit him with an attack. We'd want it to be a whiz save, if we can find one. Guiding bolt. We'll just do an upcasted guiding bolt. Does shatter? Okay, shatter would suit her tempest. That is con save. There you go. Okay. Upcasted shatter. Not on the table. I don't want to hurt his stuff. There. Yeah, give the wrath. He saved. Didn't hurt him much in the end. We may as well. With the spiritual weapon, I suppose. Nah, actually. Miss. That will work for free. Everybody missing. What are you gonna do, Keth? Incubate death. Curious. And then you're gonna run in. Oh my god, he just ran in. And we have Dame Aelin, who is attacking a lot. How many bloody attacks do you have per turn? She's a fighter. We can sneak attack you. Do we want to go? Do we want to melee Ketherick Thorm? I think that's just fun. I think that's more fun.
Make it hurt.
Woo! Okay, that was my own fault. But we learn. Maybe Astarion doesn't want to be near the beam of divine light, actually. Come to think. Come to think. Oh yeah, shield bash. Works now. I don't think we can do a shatter because of how he's arranged. We actually can. I just think I should do something more interesting than a firebolt. That actually only hits him, even though he's just at the bleeding edge. I have this. Not right now. 3! Well, an attempt was made. Thing is, this guy's a big tank. His health actually isn't that impressive. We fought things with way more health than him. The thing is, it's going to be taking a lot to damage him. Also, ooh, I should maybe get rid of that. What does that do? It will explode and birth a necrobite. Yeah, I should get rid of that.
You still have time to surrender.
Can you get rid of that? 5, 10 damage, 2, 7. got a shot. Perfect.
Oh my word.
Yeah, that's concerning. Karlak, you're on necromite deletion duty. And it's a very simple duty. Can she hit the other two, or do we need to maneuver pillars? Hit that one. I shudder to think how dead Ketheric would be if I had not done this and instead allowed her to focus him, but let's find out, because we haven't actually thrown at him yet. Yeah, okay, so she is going to actually miss a lot with the high defense and the AC on him. Still, she'll get 5 hits next turn, so.
Enough. My lord beckons me.
Dude, it was 1 hit! What the fuck?
You must return to your prison, and my daughter must be reclaimed.
Your daughter? Isabel.
Oh, this isn't good. I thought this was the big finale. I mean, it is, but I thought that fight was... Silly me.
You will fall as sure as she. This has only begun.
That tentacle was colossal. The same creature we encountered before.
That thing.
We must follow where it went.
We need to find out where it took Ketheric.
No, Jaheira! Are you going away? That's a hole. Oh, we're going below. We're going below. Go on, Bush. You say take a long rest now. Are we able to do that? Should I talk to Jaheira after the rest, or can I get away with talking to her now? I don't like that she's not in the team anymore. Bring Will. Would I get the chance to get rid of him? Because, like, if we're going to be doing even bigger fights down there... I mean, I can. It's just he's not geared. Once you drop down, you won't be able to change for a while. Well, yeah. But I guess if it's a story moment for him, then he should come. It's just that we need to maybe, like, consider if we should be putting other things on him. In exchange for who? Like, my thought is to drop Shadowheart, but I could drop Astarion. Karlak's non-negotiable. I should bring him? I'll bring him if y'all say bring him. We should talk to everybody. Well, I should look around. I don't really have...
With haste.
Much. There's that flail again. It's the same one as the other lady, which is a nice touch. We can drop Astarion? Okay. The Scroll of Her Glory. If I can find out how to click on it. There it is. An instructional missive to zealots of the Absolute offered an audience. To be seen is to be known, and to be known by her is most perfect. One must rid one's mind of all veils. Nothing can escape her unseeing gaze, so to hold any secrets before her is folly. All you have, every little scrap of your being, belongs to her. In return you may be offered a fraction of her being, a shard of perfection lodged in your uncomprehending mind. We are true souls after all. The truth our souls hold is hers. We have a couple of thieves' tools and trap disarm kit copies, but probably a good idea to give them over. Oh, right, they weigh. Fuck.
Looking ahead.
That's 9 pounds of thievery. Keep 5 of each and we'll be alright. Oops! I'll have those back, thanks! Remember the early game when we couldn't fucking find one of those? Like, we couldn't do the crypt because I physically couldn't disarm traps, and it took like several streams for it to deign to let me have a trap disarm kit.
Watch your back.
Well, Astarion, before you get benched, pick this open for me, will you?
Never a dull moment.
Ring of Exalted Marrow, exhort the risen, subjugate the undead. Ghoulish touch, lash out with claws and paralyze your target. I don't know that I'd use it, but I'll take it.
I wonder if the gods are watching me.
I think it's safe to say that some of them are at this point. Shah's certainly taken an interest. I imagine Salune is watching. Mistra is definitely hitting there with some popcorn, waiting for the fucking fireworks show. We've got a Jurgle priest in our camp, so he's probably got a stake. If Jurgle is even still alive. So to speak. I assume this is where we came in. We sort of got teleported up via virtue of the cutscene.
Open up.
It's a nice little tower he has, but yeah, no, I suppose it makes sense because we have to go down below, but I was not expecting Ketheric to get away. I don't think I've seen a fight get interrupted before. That's cool. I mean, if you're going to get J.K. Simmons, you don't want him to have 2 scenes, so it makes sense. I think that's it, except for Jaheira. I'm going to check my journal. We did battle with Ketheric. Before we could defeat him, we were interrupted by a giant tentacle that carried him away. Oh, so the infiltrate is actually finished. So we still have Find a Cure, but defeat Ketheric Thorm. Got a new main quest. We confronted him, almost persuaded him to surrender, but we wound up doing battle instead. He's fled below the tower. We must follow him. Discover if he can be reasoned with. Yeah, that's interesting, because obviously they want that set piece to happen, but if there's no Night Song present, and that can be the case if she's dead, I wonder how that whole thing goes. Has anybody ever played it that way? Anyway, perhaps down here we'll find the remainder of the people we're looking for. Zevlor, Mole. Well, I'll start a conversation with Jaheira, but I think we can afford to sleep at the top of this tower first. It's a bit gameplay story segregation. Like, realistically, the party would absolutely not spend a night resting after that, but we need our spells for the final confrontations.
Ah, my favorite traveling companion.
I'm sure the others are all crushed to hear that. I wanted to ask about Cazador's... I thought we already did this one. You must be thinking about it.
The thing that will decide my fate forevermore. Yes, it's been on my mind. Why?
We have had this discussion before. Do you think we can stop it?
Well, in theory, it's simple. Destroy Cazador, stop ritual. That's assuming we want to stop the ritual. What? I've obviously thought about it. If I was the one who completed the ritual, I'd have such power. And I could walk in the sun without fear I'd turn into a mind flare.
And the souls that need to be sacrificed, buddy?
I don't relish it, but my siblings lured thousands of people to their deaths over the years.
Yes.
I doubt Baldur's Gate would miss them.
So did you, though?
Of course, I don't even know if I could complete the ritual. It may be impossible, but it certainly is tempting.
I think it's better if you stay here and camp for a while.
Oh, darling, I'm hurt. I thought we had something special.
Yeah, but Will has something special in that hole, so I need him to have his moment in the sun. Well, in the deep, dank, blood-covered oubliette. But anyway.
It sounds awful.
It will be. You'll get covered in gunk. You don't want to join us.
You wanted something? I'm sorry.
You're still a wreck. Good to know.
Greetings.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
Well, I'm about to fucking tread into the bowels of an evil, illithid, curse-brain tower. So, nah, not really. I'll be very lucky if I come out of this one breathing. I guess the other question is, should we bring... we're not gonna, because we do not have space. But, like, what if Gale wants to blow up down there? Probably not. That's probably an Act 3 thing. But, like, they talked about it as though Moonrise could be where he does it. But I think that's just because we don't know enough yet. I think we're going to get redirected.
Well met.
Join us.
That's the spirit.
Will ya? So, he has a hand crossbow. Do we maybe want to get him to borrow one of Astarion's ranged? We'll just have to remember. Bringing Gale down there is funny? Well, we're not going to see it. I don't have room for Gale.
Where am I needed?
We just have to remember we've done this. Oh. Well, then why do you have one, then? Did I give it to him and just not think about it? You proficient with that, then? Okay, well, he doesn't have any better. Right, he'll be Eldritch blasting everything. Good point. Because that doesn't run out, does it? How many spells can he use? 2? I'm not very Warlock familiar. 2 per short rest. It's kind of strange, but they all get automatically cast at level 5. Well, the weapons aren't so important. He's wearing... Where's the potent robe? Did we give that to Gale? No? Where is it then?
No one back home will ever believe this.
Soldier.
There it is.
The pride of the gate.
Your cantrips deal additional damage equal to your charisma modifier. So yeah, this is a warlock outfit. Can we make it look nicer though? I know Will's not a permanent party member, but we have a lot of these. Spine Shudder Amulet. On me, or is it on someone else? There it is.
Blade at the ready.
still breathing, despite everything.
A hero at heart.
Oh yeah, that's it. That's the one.
Let's get going. Need to find a way forward.
Soldier?
Allison's just awkwardly whittling at the foot of Karlach's tent. She's not interested. She's got me.
Father preserve you.
It's funny.
What's up for discussion?
Minthara, are you gonna bark spoilers at us again?
You wish to consult me?
For once in your miserable fucking life, no.
Kethric's soul still...
I guess I can take care of myself.
Good luck.
How can I help?
Don't blow up.
Here goes nothing.
You can help by keeping your explosive device in your pants. Well, in your shirt. That's it. Nobody else talk to. Nightly Will Edition. Radiant Ore Bring.
Sharp as ever.
Looking ahead.
And I have the Callous Glow Ring.
The pride of the gate.
Sure.
All right. What now?
Nobody's lit up.
These boots have seen everything.
You can't reach me. I'm right there.
Let me help.
Let's get going.
Okay. Now Will's ready to go. Very good. Let's get back to business. We're about ready to finish, but I'll still talk to Jaheira and maybe jump in the hole just because I'm curious.
Hey.
Hello. Okay. Long Striders. God's sake, Shadowheart. Long Striders.
Can't slow down.
I feel like a
What's your gripe with Selûne anyway, Shadowheart?
She betrayed her sister and ruined the balance of things. Imagine turning on those who love you for your own.
Where's that? Not that one.
Defender of the people.
No time to rest.
Okay.
The General will call that a tactical retreat, I'm sure. But you have him on the run. That thing he summoned was illithid. Follow it below and find him, before he has a chance to subdue the Night Song again.
You should come with me. Don't you want to see how this ends?
I certainly do.
Do you know what to No, I can't afford to risk it. Join me then. I will leave Shadowheart behind if she's... I mean, if we can get her as a follower, great, but...
You have numbers enough already, I think.
No, I don't.
You'll want a small force if you are to finish this quickly.
Doesn't matter, I can kick one out. We will be doing some work then before we get going if we're bringing her in.
See you at camp then.
At your command.
Oh, we'll be working on that. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that. Yes. So I've heard. She can't be resurrected if she dies before that point. Looking at the time, we should probably just start Friday with leveling her up, because, like, then I can spend, you know, a bit of time between now and then looking into whether there's anything weird I want to do with her build. Like, I kind of want to make her a fighter druid because of, like, that's what she was, but apparently that's not super useful. I'll have to contemplate that. Go on, Bush, feel free to come at me with any build plans that you have in mind, but I mean, it has to be Shadowheart that gets replaced here because it can't be Karlach, right? And we're bringing Will, so like this is the only acceptable configuration. And just as a generalized thing, if I'm allowed to have these two in my party, they will be. Like, it will take a lot of convincing to get me to tell either of these to not be in the party while it's possible for them to do so. We have one free slot now. We no longer have two. I don't care so much about game power in that sense. Well, the clue was when I examined her. The tag Jahir. Oh, the tag that is the name tag basically means permanent party member. I see. Well, I didn't want to believe it because, like, I knew that, like, I knew she was in the game before she was mentioned, and that's because I knew there was an actor purporting to play her, but I'd been avoiding anything about that person once I saw that original, like, tag. So I didn't know whether this was going to be a cameo or a prominent NPC, which is what it looked like at first, but... the soft load on by having her be a fucking temp for a few seconds, that's... And, like, she's not doing the Halcyon thing, like, because, again, I was very surprised. That's why, because I started to think, okay, so maybe the idea, maybe she's going to be Act 2's Halcyon, and then maybe Moonrise is going to have an evil version, I don't know, but whereby, like, we might get her to join us in Baldur's Gate, if we're lucky, the same way Halcyon joins us eventually, and maybe she'll just, you know, tease you by hanging around at the fucking camp for a million years without joining the party like Halcyon did, which I still think is very dumb. Didn't bother me because I didn't care about him, but if it was her, I'd be pissed. Anyway, yeah, I'm not going to do anything right now with her gear or her levels, but we'll go back to camp probably and sort her inventory out and try to set up an actual viable go for her before we carry on with the rest. But yeah, this will be the party. Obviously, when Will is finished, Shadowheart or Astarion will come back in, but the days of Karlach, Shadowheart, Astarion, they're pretty much done with this. Unless she leaves. But I don't think she does. They haven't had party members be fully buildable that leave before, other than, you know, avoidable story stuff, like optional shit, like Shadowheart leaves if you don't let her be there for the Night Song stuff. Astarion might leave if you break Raphael's deal and don't convince him to stay. I know there's, like, ways to break a party member, but that's always your own fault. I don't think I would do anything that would make her leave me. This is correct. This is correct. I mean, now, okay, if Jaheira's in this game, that means Minsk is, and he joins the party too. Like, there's absolutely no way they're not going to do that now. Does that mean we're going to get Boo? Anyway, because as much as Jaheira is more important to me than Minsk is a lot more important to most people than Jaheira is. Just in terms of overall. The real interesting thing would be if you can end up getting Viconia. That won't happen, because surely a Shah deserter Shadowheart never could. But what if the evil companion thing? What if a Shah loyalist Shadowheart could eventually get Viconia to join your team? That would be fun. But even if that's true, we won't see that. We will probably not be her friend when she turns up. And she will turn up. They're very heavily hinting it's her. Okay. That's all I can do right now. When we come back on Friday, we'll get our newest member ready. And go from there. Fare thee well.